Other than breathing, is there anything more important than a good night's sleep? Thing is, if you can't remember the last time it happened for you, it has been too long. Today on DelmarvaLife, we're talking all things sleep, from co-sleeping with baby to a snuggling sleeping solution to getting your kids back to sleep and how to keep them that way, and how much is too much or not enough.
Plus, ever have those moments when you feel like you could sleep for a year? Well, you're not alone, and depending on how bad the condition is, it actually has a name: Sleeping Beauty Syndrome. Learn what it is and why, if you have it, it's more of a nightmare than a fairy tale.
Well, this guy is helping to make dreams come true for kids here on Delmarva. Coming up, we're going to talk with Main Street gym owner Hal Chernoff about how he's trying to box these children into the right corner of the ring and why.
Well, Jimmy, I'll box you in the kitchen to get my hands on this. Today, we're in the DelmarvaLife kitchen with the chef from Suicide Bridge making a crab bruschetta.
All right, guys, well, today we're playing Search for Streicher. Coming up, I got your 3 clues. Let's see if you can figure out where I am. DelmarvaLife starts right now.
Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryan.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to DelmarvaLife from Historic Studio D. Okay, shine up your deputy badge. You helped catch another one. D'Angelo Jamar Brown was wanted by the Sheriff's Office for failure to appear for drug court in September on the charge of CDS possession, not marijuana. He was located by Salisbury PD yesterday.
Good for
Good job. Well
our
done.
Viewers. And our hot topics today is something that has a lot of people hot. An Annapolis musician wants to replace Maryland state song with one he once recorded. Apparently, the current song, Maryland, My Maryland, was written by a Confederate sympathizer. Now, 71-year-old Charlie Richardson says the song, My Home, My Maryland, stands out to him. That's the one he recorded as the best representation of the state. And last week, legislation was submitted to have the words of the current state song replaced by a poem of the same title. What do you think? Should Maryland change its state song? We took that question to Facebook, and so far, wow, the response is overwhelming against it. Let's take a look at some. This one from Sandy Timmons: leave well enough alone. It's like taking our heritage away and our identity.
Bobby Peck said, leave the state song alone.
Simply put. And David Long: are any of the words offensive? If not, why change it? You, of course, can weigh in on the question on our Facebook page.
Feel free, just pile right in there.
Yeah.
A lot of people are passionate about this. Now, here's something to be passionate about. I really love this story. A Denton teenager who's doing an awesome fundraiser. Ryan Freeman here, he's on the right, and his family attended in May the school graduation of Chase Page. That's Chase there on the left. Chase was 3 years old when he received a heart from Ryan's older sister, Brianna, who had died in a car collision the year before Ryan was born. Ryan turns 14 next month. July 28th would have been Brianna's 15th birthday. To mark the anniversary, Ryan has organized a fundraiser at 2 area Domino's in Denton and in Easton. When customers mentioned the code word Brianna at either location all day on July 28th, a portion of the proceeds from their order will be donated to the Maryland's Ronald McDonald House in Baltimore. After Brianna's death, 2 others were recipients of her organs. A 2-month-old baby got her liver. A 57-year-old woman got her kidneys.
And he is doing that fundraiser. Yeah, our kids do great things. And it was a very good weekend for the Millsboro-Georgetown Big League team. Congratulations to the boys on winning the Delaware Big League state title. And the Lower Sussex Major League softball team is headed to the state championship for a 3rd consecutive year. The state tournament in Georgetown begins tomorrow.
Woohoo! Oh, tomorrow, something else tomorrow. The J. Miller Taws Crab and Clam Bake is tomorrow in Crisfield. In honor of Crisfield native J. Miller Taws, the 54th governor of the state of Maryland. It's described in Frommer's Travel Guide as an outdoor, all-you-can-eat affair featuring crabs, clams, fish, corn on the cob, and watermelon. And in election year, lots of politicians.
Yeah, it's always a fun event.
Wade right through them.
Something new for the 2015, the Crab Trap Tent will give you a specific tent, reserve space for you and your family and friends with its own beer wagon. You get your own DG, its own potty. Yeah, we got to have that. Yeah, a water mist switch is off to the side so you don't have to use it if you don't want to.
So There you
That's
go.
new. Mm-hmm.
Got to go now.
Yeah. We all know that keeping the Chesapeake Bay clean begins upstream. We want to keep it clean for those clams and crabs. That's why the Nanticoke Watershed Alliance will be hosting a river cleanup. Volunteers are needed to help pick up trash from the river. Supplies will be provided for the volunteers, but those interested should dress for the weather and wear sturdy closed-toe shoes. Now, the river cleanup is Sunday, July 26th from 1:30 to 3:30 at Cherry Beach Park in Sharktown. Rain or shine.
There you go. All right, so let's stay in the water, but we'll go to the other side of the peninsula.
Okay.
You remember the Rehoboth Beach patrol chairs that disappeared? 4 of the 7 were found, 2 by Coast Guard Station Ocean City and Coast Guard Station Indian River Inlet. 1 of them washed up on a private beach. Here's one that was brought back in by a commercial fisherman. There's still 3 more out there somewhere.
Oh boy.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Hasn't been a good week for them, but it's a good week if you like produce. This is Delaware Fresh Produce Week.
Hi, I'm State Representative Lyndon Yerrick. I grew up on a dairy farm in a small rural community. Back in the day, farmers and the consumers they served were neighbors. The fruits and vegetables in many homes were the product of local efforts.
The nonpartisan initiative is intended to promote the benefits of purchasing and eating locally produced fruits and vegetables and facilitating relationships between Delaware consumers and farmers.
I'll tell you what, I've been hitting the stands a lot lately.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting good. I don't know about you, but I have got absolutely no interest in having a mouse in my house. Perhaps my opinion would change if it was a mouse like this one.
Oh.
Instead of digging everything out of the cabinet, this little guy is actually neatly putting the candy back into the box. I guess it's better than opening the box and realizing somebody else got the last one, but yeah, I don't know that I'd even want to eat it after he put it back.
But he's such a sweet little guy, and someone sweet and innocent who you would do anything for is your baby. But if how you're sleeping with your baby is putting his or her life at risk, coming up, how sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, could take the most precious thing in your life in an instant, and a few simple steps you can take to prevent that from happening.
Plus the tragic story of loss following 2 infants co-sleeping and why professionals are stepping in to say this is the most preventable death among babies.
And it can be hard to get your child to sleep through the night. Still ahead, we hear about a simple way to put an end to bedtime shenanigans.
And if your child is up late, it's bound to happen that they're exhausted when it comes to time for school. But one study says there may be more to it than you think. A little bit later on, we're going to find out why scientists say the traditional school day could use a change. DelmarvaLife will be right back.
DelmarvaLife is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.